For the purpose of security.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Trains App, and today we're at Crewe on the West Coast Mainline. We're seeing services from East Midlands Railway, London Northwestern Railway, Transport for Wales, Avanti West Coast, and Northern. Maybe a little bit of freight, but you know, time will tell. There goes 15237 that is just arriving with the late running 1330 Transport for Wales service from, wait for it, Swansea to Manchester Piccadilly. They're running a two-car 150 on a Swansea to Manchester Piccadilly service. Now, bearing in mind that that train's just passed me and it's, for want of a better word, solid, just look at the vast amount of people that are already down there.
Platform 6.
Ludicrous.
1330 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly.
It's just, oh god, I mean,
and Manchester Piccadilly.
Yeah.
This train is formed of two coaches.
It just ain't going to happen. If you can somehow, I mean, I'm gonna keep recording this entire shaboodle. If you can get all them plus the bloke on there with the green bike, if you can get all them on board that service safely, I will be astounded. I mean, they're giving it their very best. Got two lads running down there, presumably trying to get onto it. Yeah. There's another two people. In fact, there's a few more joining the queue. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting on. More people are trying to get on. Oh, nope, someone's just tried to get on and then immediately got off. There's someone who's just got in and is basically halfway in. Nope, he's given up. He's walking down to the other end. Right, they've given up. Let's do an about turn to find incoming 39117 with, I think it's the 1343 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Down in the distance is some of LSL's Mark III rake with 90002 parked up. Interesting enough, it's got two of the Statesman Rail Tour Pullman Mark IIs in front of that as well. So the 90's actually sort of tucked in the middle of everything.
Platform 11 for the 1343 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street.
I know. I already said that. Right, well, there goes the most crowded train in history in the form of 150-237 with the very late running 1330 Transport for Wales service to Manchester Piccadilly. I'm astounded. I really am astounded. Right, so as Anne continues to rudely interrupt me, shut up, 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 shut up.
Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of three coaches.
Thank you. Shut up. Right, I'm going to be I'm going to be spending half the film at the top end of Crewe, and then I'll be going down to the bottom end as well to capture the shuttle services. Shut up. What?
1352 London Northwestern Railway.
Yep.
Service to Birmingham New Street.
Okay.
Calling Stafford,
Yep.
Pencridge,
Yep.
Wolverhampton,
Yep.
Smethwick Gorton
Yep.
Bridge, and Birmingham New Street.
Jolly good.
This train is formed of 8 coaches.
Wonderful news. Right, I'm going to be I'm going to spend the first half up here to capture the London Northwestern Railway services coming from London terminating here and from Birmingham terminating here. Then I'll jaunt on down to the other end to capture all the various northern services going to Manchester and to Liverpool as well, and also the Transport for Wales services that are coming in from Chester. And I believe Avanti West Coast is still doing the Crewe to Chester runs as well. Having had a sneaky peek at real-time trains, I'm led to believe that there's going to be shut up.
1348 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly.
We know.
Calling at Sandbach, Holmes Chapel, Goose Tree, Chelford, Alderley Edge, Wilmslow, Handforth, Cheadle-Hulme, Stockport, Heaton Chapel, Levenshulme and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is formed of play coaches.
Good, excellent. Carry on. Well done. Right, lost my train of thought now. Yeah, that was it. Oh, for God's sake!
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Right. Now. Okay, she's not talking. Right, we're good. I'm led to believe that there's going to be something turning up, courtesy of LSL, in the next hour or so, because supposedly it's departing here and going into the heritage sidings. So I'm not entirely sure what it could be, but
for your safety and comfort,
for God's sake,
this station operates a no smoking policy.
That is wonderful news. I couldn't give a monkey's toss. So hopefully that'll turn up, but we shall wait and see. So, without further ado, and without any further interruptions from her ladyship, let's see what else shall turn up after 6 minutes. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1352 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street, worked by a pair of Class 350s. The first of which being 350-376. Oh my God!
London Northwestern Railway, service to Birmingham New Street.
We know.
Calling at Stafford, Penkridge, Wolverhampton, Smethwick Gorton Bridge, and Birmingham New Street.
Anything else?
This train is formed of 8 coaches.
Okay, good. Because I didn't know that the first time you told me. This is just this is going to do my head in. In a brighter note, I think there is. I think that's 35401. That is the unit that brought me in from Stoke-on-Trent earlier. First time on one of the 4 series, and it was absolutely lovely. And there is 17532 for East Midlands Railway that will be going to. Is it Tupton and Hackney, something like that? No, it's not that at all. You half-wit. You really need to, do a little bit of research first before you open your gob and speak. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Fair point.
Alteration.
Okay, now departing is the 1352 London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street.
Osprey and Hatton via Stoke-on-Trent will now depart platform 4.
Travel with confidence. Thank you for wearing a face covering if you can, as a courtesy to others.
On the rear of this is 35235, sporting the British Transport Police finals. Right, whilst I have your undivided attention, over there I can see a two-tone green BR Class 47, I can see a Class 08 shunter, and you have to excuse the atrocious bit of camera work you're about to see, but if I kneel down, there is a former East Midlands Railway Mark III, or presumably a rake of Mark IIIs, and 90001 is at the helm of that one. And there is a Class 37. I think that one's Great Rocks. In fact, yeah, that is Great Rocks. So, yeah, there we go then. Hiding behind the foliage. I don't think we got a Mark 1 down there. It's probably a support coach for somebody. Let me have is there anything else I can see? Nothing that immediately springs to mind.
Platform 5
Oh God.
will be the 1401 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street.
Wonderful news.
Calling it.
Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1401 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston, turning up a fair few minutes early. Also turning up was a Northern Class 319 arriving in from Manchester Piccadilly. I'm not entirely sure how long this film's going to be, but it'll probably be quite lengthy. So here we have 390-127. It's Tutbury and Hatton is what I was thinking of for the EMR services. Lovely job. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1358 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. As also coming in is going to be a terminating East Midlands Railway service from Tutbury and Hatton. So, leading the way is going to be 350-106. Do a bit of a double one here. On the rear is 350-113. And here we have coming in is 175-31, courtesy of East Midlands Railway. As now departing is the 1401 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston in the form of 39127. And then we'll also have coming down an Avanti West Coast class 390 Piccadilly, passing straight through, going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. (390-119) in the striking Pride livery. You're not going to lose that in a car park, that's for sure. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be a terminating London Northwestern Railway service from London Euston, worked by a pair of Class 350s. No, it isn't. It's a singular 350. Oh, well, there we are then. I thought it would be a pair. They normally are. Going back to the old days of just a singular 350 working this one. So this is worked by 350-101. As 350-401 kind of just briefly moved forward. Oh no, now we're committed to it. Right, here we go. And she's now heading back to Birmingham New Street. Away she goes. Alright, then the next train to turn up about 6 minutes early will be the 1410 Transport for Wales service from Manchester Piccadilly to Swansea, worked by a 3-car 175. Certainly a step up from a 2-car 150, but there we go. So I shall get the number for that when she departs. I could look on real-time trains and that'll tell me everything I need to know, but it's much more fun just waiting to see what it actually is, rather than spoiling all of the fun. Okay, but ready to depart now will be 175-31 with a 1408 East Midlands Railway service to Tutbury and Hatton. Really too sure about the whole solid purple colour scheme, but each to their own. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1409 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Preston. Slowly snaking her way in. That was a nice thing for the driver to do. And this is 39151. Unknown soldier. Yeah, 37. Was that? Oh, I can't bloody read that. Hold on. Let me back up a bit. 688 is that? Is that the number for Great Rocks? I want to say yes. Right, well now departing is the 1410 Transport for Wales service to Swansea. Worked by 175112. Not quite as full as the Swansea to Manchester service, it must be said. Mind you, in saying that, when I was at Stoke-on-Trent earlier, all the trains going to Manchester were absolutely heaving. Okay, the next train to come gliding in is going to be the 1411 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly, worked by 390042. I do love the 390s. And it's great to see that Avanti are going to be refurbishing the entire fleet. Sad that the 221s are going to be going, but they'll be getting a new life of cross-country if the rumours are to be believed. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be a Transport for Wales Mark IV set, going from Crewe Central Sidings to Holyhead. Be running east. Blimey, fantastic! It'll be running ECS the entire way. So leading the way is 82229. 67017 brings up the rear. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1424 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston. In theory, the Arriva Trains Wales Mark IV set will stay here till about 5 to 3 and then continue onwards towards Holyhead. But I think we can pretty much all guarantee that that thing will be let out early, on good behaviour. Woo! And it's the Climate Hero one, really. You were about to say a 120, weren't you? Yes, I was. Why were you about to say 120? I have no idea. No, I don't know either. Do you think the viewers know? I mean, they can hazard a guess, but seeing as I don't even know what I'm talking about, it really wouldn't be worth it. Good. You've cleared that one up really well. Do you think? Do you think I got away with that? Do you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you didn't. Yeah, that's probably a fairly astute guess. Yeah, I thought so. Do you want to just, skip to when that train leaves? Do you know what? I think we'll do that. Okay, about ready to depart now will be the 1424 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, worked by 39121. There's the pop, there's the hiss, there's the wail. Certainly is a very, very good livery they've stuck on there. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be another Transport for Wales service going from Swansea to Manchester Piccadilly, doing the 1431 service, worked by 2-car 175. Now the platform behind me isn't busting full of people like earlier, so this might actually get away with having some vague amount of space available in it. And this is worked by 175011. There's a fair amount of people on board. But certainly the crowd up there is nowhere near as heavy as previous. Okay then, about ready to depart now will be 350-101 with the 1433 London Northwestern Railway service to London Euston. I must admit, I am surprised they're running it as a 4-car. I really am. And in other news, I don't know if you can probably see, the fans are slowly starting to fill up the stand. And, seagull. Don't ask. I'm not entirely sure what the answer would be. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be... (39118) working an Avanti West Coast service from Glasgow Central to London Euston. I know I said I was going to do sort of a half and half film, but I feel I'd probably end up getting sort of a bit more of everything if I stand up this end of the world. So I'm going to go on to platform 6, well, platform 6 and 9, The same bloody thing, really. And hang around there. Okay, the next train to make experience is going to be the 1443 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. And then, any moment now, should be a terminating northern service from Liverpool Lime Street. I shall get the number of this 390 when she departs. Oh, and the Transport for Wales Mark IV set was let out 25 minutes early. I knew it was going to happen. Okay then, as a pigeon walks towards me, we now have ready to depart the 1443 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street. Yes, hello. How can I help you today? Carry on. The northern service is delayed. The 1429 service from Manchester to London is also delayed. Apparently this is because of trespassers on the line. There's always something happening on the network when I turn up.
This is an apology to customers at platform 1 awaiting the 1429 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston at the 1448 Customers are advised to leave train on the delayed station. This is due to West Coast Line streets and coaches. Customers are delayed to leave train on the
And it is 390,005 with the honours. Do you want to see the pigeon? You do, don't you? Here he is. Hey, bitch. Just casually wandering about. He's probably got a job here. Wouldn't surprise me. In fact, stuff it. Yeah, he can be one of the train dispatchers. You know, just flutters around, and if things are all good, he sort of just marches on.
This is a security message.
Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1455, I want to say, London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street. Wow, I had a real struggle with that one then. So rattling away, it is 350-102. Is on the rear.
Customers are advised services to and from Manchester are subject to delay and possible alteration. This is due to a trespass incident. We apologise for any inconvenience this causes to your journey.
Never a smooth day whenever I'm on a crew. There's always something that happens. This time around, just trespassers on the line. Okay, coming in now is going to be the 1457 Avanti West Coast service from Chester to London Euston, worked by a pair of 221 Super Voyagers. The London Northwestern Railway service is actually a very late running 1451. So, leading this in is 221101. 221118 brings up the rear. Lovely job. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast Class 390 going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. $390,009. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1503 Avanti West Coast service from Preston to London Euston.
As it is ready to leave. Platform 3 of the 1501 London Northwestern Railway. Service to
This will be worked by 390-136. As there goes the 1457 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
5 of the 1503 Avanti
This is City of Coventry.
service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. At Wolverhampton, Sandwell, Dublin, Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston. This train is full of 11 coaches.
Could do with a little bit of a clean. Okay, and now departing is the 1459 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street. Leading the way will be 352-36. And 239 brings up the rear.
For Wales, service to Swansea is delayed by approximately 16 minutes. This is due to trespassers on the railway. We apologise for this late running and the inconvenience this may cause you.
What a racket.
Train standing at platform 5 is the 1503 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston via Birmingham New Street. Calling at Wolverhampton,
Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1508 Avanti West Coast service to Edinburgh Waverley, worked by 390-020. Oh, brakes sound a bit ropey there. Lovely job. Okay, and terminating in now is 156907 with an East Midlands Railway service from... Oh, blimey. The place that I can't remember the name of. Oh, wow. It'll come to me. I'll have a moment because the 170 will be going there. I've had a brain fart. Okay, about to disturb the peace is 68013, doing a light engine run from Wembley to Crewe Bridge. So I'll have to traverse up that end to get it buggering off. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be a terminating Transport for Wales service from Shrewsbury in the form of one of their Class 153s. Tudbury and Hatton is the one I can never remember for the East Midlands Railway services. And this is worked by 153325. This would have gone into platform 8, however 68013 is rather stolen that particular platform. I'm not too sure when it's supposed to disappear. Well, it's got a scheduled time when it's supposed to go, but as with most of the things I've seen here at Crewe today, everything gets let out a bit early, so I'm just going to hang around this platform until 68013 disappears. Okay, now departing is the 1520 Transport for Wales service to Shrewsbury. Gotta hope it's not going to be a busy service. 68013 actually turned up early. But when it comes to the comings and goings of crew for light engine moves and ECSs and everything else, that doesn't really make much of a difference. I mean, I wouldn't be at all surprised if it gets allowed to head off early once the 153 is cleared the next signal block. Here she goes. Oh, yes, please. I will have some of that. I will never get tired of a 68. Okay, the next train to pass by is going to be an Avanti West Coast class 390 Pennsylvania going from Glasgow Central to London Euston.
Is delayed.
I really don't care.
This is due to trespassers on the railway.
We know.
Please listen for further announcements.
We are.
We apologise for the disruption to your journey today.
That's very nice of you.
If your journey has been delayed by 15 minutes or more, you may be entitled to compensation.
Okay.
Please check avantiwestcoast.co.uk.
Blackpool Bell 390013, complete with blood splatter from a dead pigeon. And down there will be the 1543 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street. I'm already well ahead of you, love.
And Liverpool Lime Street. This train is formed of 9 coaches.
Jolly good show. Okay, and that's party is 390010 with the 1543 Avanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street. Okay, getting ready to depart now will be 221103 with the 1548 Avanti West Coast service to Holyhead. 103 had come out of the crew carriage sidings. I'm going to go back down to the bottom end of crew station as the trespass incident has caused no end of problems for all sorts of services. Okay, then I'm ready to depart now will be 35113 and one of our classmates with the 1554 London Northwestern Railway service from Liverpool Lime Street to Birmingham New Street.
Platform edge, behind the yellow line until the train comes to a complete stand and allow customers to alight before trying to board. Thank you.
Platform 11 from the 1559 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street.
On the rear is 35106. Okay, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1559 London Northwestern Railway service from Birmingham New Street to Liverpool Lime Street, worked by a pair of Class 350s. Leading proceedings will be 350-235. With 376 bringing up the rear, with an off-coloured door. Okay, the next train to make an appearance is going to be the 1601 Avanti West Coast service from Edinburgh Waverley to London Euston via Birmingham New Street.
This train is formed of 11 coaches. We are sorry that the 1429 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston is delayed. This is due to trespassers on the railway.
Yeah, wherever this trespass incident is, it's caused absolute hell. That is 390-156. Yeah, it's amazing how quiet Crewe has suddenly become as opposed to earlier. Okay, the next train to pass by will be another Avanti West Coast Class 390 going from London Euston to Glasgow Central. 134, making it look effortless. Okay, departure now is 350-124 with the 1601 even. London Northwestern Railway service to Birmingham New Street. Okay, and now departing is the 1601 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, worked by 390-156. And that has the remnants of a dead pigeon hanging out the back end of it. Lovely. Yeah, Tutbury and Hatton. You would have thought I'd have remembered that sort of name, but nope. Every single time I call out an East Midlands Railway service, I always go, and it's from, I have no idea. Alright then, the next train to arrive is going to be the 1609 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Lancaster. Snaking her way into platform 11. And this will be worked by 390-115. Crew all change. Quite apt, really. Okay, now departing is 156907 with the 1607 East Midlands Railway service to Tutbury and Hatton. Nicely weathered, I think we'll say. Okay, barriers to the part now is going to be the 1610 Transport for Wales service to Swansea, worked by a pair of Class 153s. Leading the way will be 153921. As the 1609 service to Lancaster is also departing. On the rear is 153312. And there's a nice tone from the driver as well. Thank you very much. Okay, now departing will be an Avanti West Coast 221 Super Voyager. Having brought in a service from Holyhead, we'll now head off to the carriage sidings. It'll be 221106. Okay, coming in now is going to be the 1429 Avanti West Coast service from Manchester Piccadilly to London Euston, running about an hour and 50 minutes late, courtesy of that trespass incident. And it is 390-104. It's got a lot of time to make up. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's going to be near enough impossible. Okay, well, according to real-time trains, what we have coming in here now is a terminating West Midlands Railway service from Tamworth, worked by a pair of Class 350s. And if my hearing hasn't deceived me, I believe Crewe have scored a goal. So, well done, lads. So, 352.49 is bringing this in, and this looks like it's an ECS. It is, it's an ECS that's coming in from Tamworth. Oh, well, there we go then. And 256 will be on the rear. I trust this will then form a revenue service back to London Euston. Lovely. Oh, and there we go. We've got some Northern life back in again, courtesy of one of their 323s. So, I mean, I think that one was from Manchester, and then I'm sure that the way it works is that they come in from Manchester, then they go to Liverpool, and then the ones that come from Liverpool then go to Manchester. I'm sure that's how they're working these trains, but everything's so out of whack at the moment with the timetabling. Yeah, I really don't know how they're doing it. But interesting enough, when that 390 turned up, one of these... Oh, there's cheering again. Make that 2-0. Yeah, when the 390 turned up, there was a tannoy announcement. As they weren't too sure what they were actually doing with this service, whether or not they were going to actually run that as a, proper service, or they're going to run it in ECS. But after about 2 or 3 minutes, a further announcement came and said, right, they are accepting this as the 1429 from Manchester to London, so people can get on that and head down to the capital. I think it is about ready to go. There we go, the pop, the hiss, and the wail. Oh, and it's yawning. Mind you, I would be too if I was running over 100 and God knows how many minutes late. Okay, the next train to Piccadilly is going to be the 1622 Avanti West Coast service from Liverpool Lime Street to London Euston, worked by 390-005.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station.
I'll try not to.
Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
Wonderful news. I have it on good authority that in the next few minutes a rail tour will be stopping here at Crewe, I'll say terminating. Okay, next parting is the 1622 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Once this disappears, I'm then going to have a little shimmy over to platform 12 and get myself situated for the rail tour that turns up. As far as my understanding goes, in fact, no, I'm not even going to bother with that because I have no idea what's actually on it. Initially I thought it was a 66 and a 60 because I saw someone posted a photo from earlier today. It might be the same rail tour.
This is a security message.
I'll find out when it turns up.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted. Ticket checks are in operation.
Okay then, incoming now is the rail tour, worked by a DB Class 60 and I believe a 66 on the rear. You'll have to forgive me for the pronunciation, but I believe it's coming in from Weast, W-E-A-S-T. So we have 60015 leading the Pathfinder tour. Nice tone from the driver there, thank you very much. Gorgeous Raker Mark 1s. The 66084 brings up the rear. Not going to say no to any of that.
Are you ready to be athletic?
Okay, the next train to Piccadilly is going to be the 1643 Avanti West Coast service from London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street. Worked by 390-040.
Travel on this service.
Okay, and passing through now is going to be a DC Rail Freight Class 60 going from Middleton Towers to Ravenhead in the form of 60029.
1648 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly, which is ready to leave.
And as she runs through, I should leave it there. Thank you all very much for watching, it is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed seeing us today, please do like and subscribe. Feel free to have a comment, I do go back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. I have just done a bit of a sprint. God, I'm unfit. Oh dear. Next station is going to be Shrewsbury. Really looking forward to going there. Never been before, no idea what to expect, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. If you have any station recommendations or trace locations, do let me know. I'll see what I can do for you. Until next time, from me here at Crewe, I shall see you all later. Take care guys, goodbye.